Alright y'all, wanted to show you some of the bone conditioning and exercises that you can use to basically heal all of your joints, but also to make them more durable. When we talk about contact sport, your body endures impact, and you have to condition your bones to be able to endure that pressure. And a lot of these concepts are ancient martial art concepts. How to strengthen the knuckles, the wrists, the elbows, the shoulder itself, but there are scientific studies as well to support these concepts too. It's mainly called Wolff's Law, where your bones adapt to the imposed pressure that you put upon it. The bone is kind of spongy. They harden as you get older, but there still is some pliability to them. And as we put pressure on them, the matrices of the bones stack together, and then it releases. And so when we talk about strengthening the bone itself, we use this concept called annealing, which is the term used in when they make swords. And they put a piece of metal into flames and heat it up, and then they quickly cool it off. And it's this combination of heating and cooling that essentially hardens the metal. And we do the same thing to the bones. We put pressure into them, we heat them up, and then we cool them down. And it's this hot and cold that ultimately can strengthen and put a lot of density into your bones, which makes you more durable in sports. And then we'll also talk about some of the managing of some bleeding. So we're gonna use the punch bag, and so we use it to we're gonna put some inflammation into the body. And you'll see what I mean. So if you initially start, I don't know if you can see the color of my hands. So just pale skin, right? And as we go forward, we're gonna redden this up, and we're gonna toughen this up, and I'll show you what I mean along the way. So you can use some of these concepts. So we have to warm the body up first. So we'll start with some push-ups. So you can use, we're gonna do knuckle push-ups, because we're strengthening the fist itself. And so you can use it doesn't matter where you start, but the surface is important. And we're gonna do push-ups on different terrains, and you'll see the different effect on the bones. So we're gonna start on, it's just wood chips. So you're here, as you do this push-up, bring your elbows to your ribs. So just do 5 push-ups. So you'll inhale down, exhale away. Get long, just nice and easy. One more. Okay, so you can already see we're putting some pressure into the knuckles. Don't brush this off yet. Just leave that on there. Okay, let it stick. And so now we'll get the joints loosened up. So now you've seen me do this exercise. It's a figure 8. Okay, so imagine you have a cup in your hand, or a waiter tray, and you're moving your arm in a figure 8 pattern, but don't spill your cup. You see? And it's a way to loosen up the tendons of your shoulder, but it's from this twisting action of the arm. So then you go the other way, underneath, out the back, extend. You have a tray on your hand, like this. Figure 8 on the other side. You're breathing. We're just loosening up the body. You can watch. Okay. Then you have a candy wrapper. So you twist one arm away, and you twist the other in the other direction. And then lengthen. Twist, get long. Okay, so it's a way to loosen up the tendons, but it's from this twisting action. It's a way to loosen up the connective tissues. So on that concept of connective tissues, so this next exercise helps to further bring blood flow to the tissues. It's like a snake bite when you were a kid. So you grab the wrist and you just gently roll your hand and try to twist the skin all the way up. And you're just slightly just trying to stretch the skin with underneath your hand. Because there's pliability in the skin, there's pliability in the fascia, the connective tissues, and then in the nerves as well, and the muscle. There's you're like a branch. It's pliable. It's not, you don't want it to be stiff. As we get older and as we lack exercise, the bones and the joints stiffen up. So we have to use movement to essentially get fluid and blood into the joints, okay? So now we're gonna do another set of push-ups. Sorry.